Are you talking to me? Ah, duh, of course you are. Everybody knows me. I'm Mia Brightwood. Now, get ready because some mysterious voice will appear and tell you all what happened last time on the Incorrigible Party.
Utilizing powerful magic, Mia is able to break the hold Kakala has on Samuel Cultus, allowing him to aid them in their battle against the Neogi god and the awakened Tanaruk that claw and bite at his personal guards.
As a Brightwood, I bet you all 10 platinum pieces I will be the one to land the killing blow. You know I'm good for it. So let's continue our adventure.
Would Falzern remember the magical abilities? No, he wouldn't, would he? He would remember what Kay did, what Krakaka did when he was in his body, but he wouldn't know everything about.
I'm going to say the kind of infiltration of Falzern's body, mind, memory, everything, two-sided. Again, like his presence inside, this god's presence inside of your mortal being left this imprint on you. And it's almost as if you could like read it like a book. So I think, yeah, Falzern is aware of like exactly what Kay can do.
Okay.
So you know that you do not want to stumble into the actual wall itself at all, otherwise you will suffer damage.
I suppose, given that Falzern is a little bit aware of this magic that Kay has access to, he feels like he may have a chance at dispelling it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to cast Dispel Magic at 5th level.
Excellent. You're just, yeah, right. You have just the knowledge of exactly what this effect is, and upcasting your Dispel matches the level in which the Wall of Anti-Light is, and you're back. Obviously the fires are still burning, like just because they were just in the darkness, right? Still burning and blanketed by that inky magical darkness. But the wall is gone, and now you're back having to shield your eyes right at the sudden light as if someone had flicked a switch in a dark room you've been in. The wall is dispelled. Well done.
Jeez, Falzy.
Well, he's running out of
high power spells.
Slots.
It's fine.
Very quickly.
It's okay.
And you now you see where Kakala has moved to, like 15 feet away from Mia and her guard number 2 behind the wagon of corpses.
Why do they care about me so much? I've only made it my life's goal to kill them.
Are you moving, Falzern? Are you okay where you are?
Falzern is going to move 10 feet closer to Mia. So he's still a bit of way away from Mia. He's kind of between Mia and Braun, essentially, who is in the entrance to this room. Mia on his right, Braun on his left.
I mean, powerful combo. Let's do this.
Falzern's a bit worried about Kakaka going after Mia.
Want to create a coven with me and Braun?
But
Power
also,
3?
but also, thinking back to being reprimanded for getting too close to enemies in the past.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he's a little bit torn. He wants to come up to Mia to provide support, but also realizes that he is fragile.
Braun is next. And he runs up. He's 15 feet away from you, Falzern, so he runs up to you. And he's going to touch you and apply a death ward on you.
Oh, good. I thought about casting on Falzern.
Yeah, it's good. First time you would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage. You instead drop to 1 hit point and the spell ends.
I thought about doing that on myself and Falzern at the beginning of this, going in the portal, but it would have used my whole, yeah. It's a high level spell. There we go, boy, Brownie.
Next is Mia.
Oh, Mia, the darkness dispels. She sees Kay closer again. Not happy about this. Mia in her mind is like, damage, buff, heal, activate circlet, just all these options, right? Because I don't know as Mia that he can't enslave anyone else today. That Samuel spent his action on that. I wouldn't know that.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
Still plenty of spell slots left thanks to that ring. But I will focus on the Neogi You said this room is how big again?
It's about 120 feet wide, 50 feet high.
My channels are all gone. I'm going to cast... it's each creature within 30 feet, so that would include a guard. You know, I can move first, though. So I move 30 feet away. So it's no longer guard number 2 and I by this cart. It's just me. And I'm gonna strike the ground. Just hammer and fist. Strike the ground, creating a burst of divine energy rippling out for me. And each creature within 30 feet of me must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. This is Destructive Wave.
Ooh, I think that's going to be 16.
Con save is, the DC 17, so it's a fail. So they're going to take 5d6 thunder damage and 5d6 radiant or necrotic damage and be knocked prone. Ooh, I see a bunch of ones, so it could be that good. It really wasn't great. What didn't roll great and high, but a total damage of 28. If it does make a difference, I think Mia would have chose necrotic after seeing the type of damage the guards were doing. And it's knocked prone. So I don't know if it just like goes on its back with its leg wiggling in the air type thing or what.
Yeah, you see, it's almost like the legs kind of give out under like the rumble and the impact of your wave, right? So yeah, while it's prone, melee attacks against it will have advantage. Ranged attacks will have disadvantage.
I can't really do anything more to move. I just kind of moved so that it didn't hit the other guard. So I could have rolled so much higher. But 10d6, I would have run out of dice for that.
Next is Samuel. Still flying in the air. You see he falters almost, and he dips like 5 feet as he tries to move towards Kakala.
This is not good.
Again, his gauntlets light up. He was actually going to get right up to Kay, though, so he doesn't have the disadvantage because he's prone.
But it's like obvious to us that he's like losing strength.
It's very, very obvious, yeah. And again, like when he lights up his gauntlet, it's like he's like almost like laying hands on Kay, like he kind of did to the bloated Neogi, as you know, when he was. Mm-hmm. But it's a similar thing as he's just making this melee strike with it blue, and the blue is still like a deep blue, like you've seen from the towers, but it doesn't like shine as brightly as it was. A critical hit and a 26. Wow, it's gonna be good damage.
Nice.
A total of 56 force damage from both the crit and the normal hit. More pieces of K are just getting blasted off of this body being put together, and K is definitely bloodied. Samuel, though, emitting this blast, he almost brings himself to a knee against the effort, and it's clear like he's starting to slow down as he's utilizing the armor.
It's pretty obvious that it's like not because he got hit or anything, right? Because like we've seen him fight.
You haven't seen him get attacked or anything. Thuftamar. Falzy! This body is better!
It's so good.
I'm so glad Alamar's back.
R.I.P. Thup the Younger, though.
And Thup the Younger.
Yeah. He's living on with Alamar at the helm.
Thuftamar is going to, though, cast a fireball.
Yes. Wait, so he has Alamar's stats now? It's weird.
If you recall, Thuf the Younger says he was a magic user. You've just never seen Thuf the Younger do anything.
Other than the revive Falzy.
He prayed to Kay. He didn't actually do anything.
He's pretty good with a stick, too, I might add.
I'm still figuring this thing out.
Translate that to a staff. I could see him wield some magic.
He's wielding a little stick.
Thuf the Younger actually is a wild magic sorcerer. So, as he casts a level spell, he is going to have to roll on the wild magic chart.
Could be good, could be bad.
He gets a 91. Okay, wow. As this little bead of fire jets out to hit Kay, Thuftamar looks again. Thuff the Younger's body, like from the impact of Kay's swipe and hitting the wall, like he looks like crushed and battered. Right, he still looks like he's dead. But Thuftamar, like, stands up a little straighter. He almost looks like he's a little more resilient, as if he dies within the next minute, he immediately comes back to life as if by the reincarnate spell.
Ooh.
Oh. Is the reincarnate spell the one where you could come back to life as a different species or a different race?
Alamar, I've been everywhere. Crossing it around. He's been in how many bodies now, Almar? He's like
Almar gets around.
worse than a revenant.
Yeah, so as per the reincarnate spell, I would roll a D100 and consult the table to determine what race Thuftamar would be reincarnated
That's
at.
hilarious.
He could be a Neogi, for all we know.
Neogi are not on the race table for the reincarnate.
Cool, they were.
All right, fireball. So Kay and unfortunately Samuel need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, he's prone. That's good.
And because Kay is prone, he has disadvantage on that dex save.
Heck yes.
Ooh, he rolls a 17 and a 19 though, plus his dex makes it a 19, which is going to be a pass. So he'll take half. Samuel gets a 14,
Sculpt safety.
which is also a fail. Okay.
Yeah, you got to be a wizard to sculpt safety.
So a total of 30 fire damage, which Kay saved, so he halved, and he's resistant, so he halves again. Samuel, unfortunately, failing takes the brunt of that. Back at the top, the Tanaruk still battling it out with the personal guard. Let's see if we can't finish off some of these paladins. 8, Falzy, you're personal guard number 3.
Finish off some of these. No.
An 18, 22, 25, and an 11.
The 11 misses.
Okay, so 3 hits. Total of 22 piercing.
Oh boy. Not looking good. Just clinging to life, basically.
Tanaruk 1 and 4 are going to pounce on the weaker looking one between Falzy Guard 2 and Mia Guard 1, which happens to be Falzy Guard 2. That's going to be 23, 23, 10, and a 9, so only 2 hits. 14 piercing for that guy. Mia, your paladins are up.
Tanarek 4 is the one hanging in, so melee range at number 4. Ooh, so the first one's a miss, and then it's like, alright, just kidding. Because the second one, yeah, so that's 21 on the second one. Plus 8, 11 damage, bludgeoning.
And as you connect, this Tanaruk 4 goes down.
So number 1 is done with their actions with the miss and the hit. Guard number 2 by the cart, seeing what happened to Samuel. Kay is still prone.
Yep.
Runs up to Kay to melee.
I will have advantage on that because Kay is prone.
17 to hit.
A 17 just hits, yeah.
Oh no. Then I rolled a 1, so 9 bludgeoning. And then second hit, like the 1, 2 with advantage. Oh, I got a crit again.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. I can crit if I'm a NPC. Great. So the full damage from 1 die is 6 plus 8, so 14, right? 14 bludgeoning plus 10 bludgeoning, so 24 bludgeoning with the second attack. But now that I'm in melee with it, I'm not going to back off and take an attack of opportunity. So he's up there right next to Samuel. The captain, like whatever he is. And number 3, realizing Thufty is now on our side, it's kind of in range of that, but it's like, okay, we'll just back off on there. Feeling inspired, by guard number 2. Number 3 is going right up to its neck here. Let's do another 1-2 with the guard number 3. Some melee while it's on its back. Its legs are in the air flailing and all this. So the highest would be a 20.
Got him.
9 bludgeoning. And the next arm is 24 to hit. Another 9. I'm rolling so many 1s on these d6s. It's alright. It's like 4 punches from these guards just trying to chip away. But now Samuel is flanked between guards. They're doing their job.
They are doing their job. That's it. Falls your guards now.
If you have 2 enemies on either side, you can't disengage from both of them, right?
Yeah, I guess a disengage action gets away from all opportunities, all attacks of opportunity.
Oh, it does.
So, like, guard number 3 you're talking about that's surrounded in the tunnel still there?
And is, like, almost dead.
Yeah. Disengage and run?
He doesn't really have anywhere to run to, though, unfortunately.
The portal. It's just like, take off.
You know what? I think he's like barely breathing at this point. He is going to take the disengage action, and he's going to he's outnumbered. He's flanked by both of these enemies, so he's going to run to try and join up with some of his fellow paladins over near the entrance to this big cavern. He will still be beside an enemy over here, but he at least has 3 of his friends to help him out. And next is the paladin who is over near the entrance of the cavern. He's going to attack the Tenarch right in front of him. He's within melee range, so he's going to haul back with one of his gauntlets and just take a swing at him. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
14 damage. Max damage. And he's going to haul back and swing again. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
And this time 12 damage. 12 bludgeoning.
Good work. Just more pieces of these creatures just snapping and breaking and splintering against the might of the pseudo armor of Kolar.
And then there is one remaining paladin who is right in the entrance to the cavern, who's not within melee distance. He is going to fire with his necrotic gauntlet at the same Tanaruk that was just damaged by his friend here. That's going to be a miss, and he's going to fire again. 13 to hit. Does that hit?
That one does not hit.
His aim is not great. I think he'll stay where he is.
All right. Kakala. Have his movement to stand up, but he is going to attempt to flee.
To his second body? I'm just kidding.
So Coltis and these 2 guards will get attack of opportunities as he moves away with half his feet, but Kay is going to take the dash as well, though. But he gets to the wall of this cave and just starts to skitter up it until he's like up on the ceiling and moving towards the exit. But go ahead and take your rolls there, Mia Guard. Samuel will do the same. Oh, Samuel critically fails.
Oh no.
I think the 20 hits, but the 13 probably doesn't rate.
Yeah, 20 will hit, but 13 no.
Another 1 on a d6. They're serious. 9 bludgeoning on the way out.
Enjoy your consistency.
This jerk wanted to end it here and now.
Samuel attempts to blast again and make contact, but he is brought to a knee this time. So he's going to be considered to be prone from his critical fail. Clearly he is just the usage of the extensive usage of this armor is clearly draining him. And Kay has made it about 20 or so feet into the section of tunnel, now on the ceiling, but still he's so huge he drapes. He has to scrunch his eel neck and head to avoid it dragging on the ground next to the guards and the Tanaruks. He's clinging above them. Falzarin, you're up.
It's terrifying.
It's not gonna end tonight, dang it. Dang it. But the portal will take him back to the main room, right?
As far as you know.
Well, we're not... Yeah.
He might be able to control it somehow.
Okay, so Falzarin was kind of over to the right on the wall. He's going to move back so that he can see down this tunnel. Do I do it?
Do you do what?
Wall of Force.
Honestly, no holds barred. You gotta keep... This is it.
What's roughly the height of this tunnel in feet, Leland?
The tunnel is less than 30 feet. Or no, I said it was 20 by 20. So it's actually K is squeezed into this, clinging to the ceiling. So it's only 20 feet high.
Okay. Falzarin realizes that, this is what all of this entire adventure has come to. We have the enemy right in front of us now. We need to prevent him from escaping and regrouping and healing up. So he's going to point down past K to the tunnel, and he's going to invoke a wall of force that will essentially completely fill this tunnel with an immovable wall so that no one can pass through it. So it's got a 120 foot range. He'll cast it about 70 feet down the hallway, and then he's going to move a bit farther away from the entrance to the tunnel with his remaining movement.
All right, good job.
Clutch.
Very.
Clutch.
Braun is next. Not quite sure what to do here.
He's never sure what to do.
So there's no immediate threats around him, really. He's going to make his way over to Samuel, though, he's seeing the shape that he's in as well. Braun does have to dash just to get up to Samuel, so he's going to try to tend to him and see what's going on. Mia, you're up.
Mia knows Falzer did something big. She's not really sure, but she knows the god is fleeing. So I can move pretty much to be on the other side of Braun. Next to the guards, next to Sammy, sort of be able to peek down this tunnel. Does the wall of force look like anything?
It is invisible. You can't see it.
It's invisible. So I'm like, Falzer, what'd you do?
I've sealed off the tunnel. No one can get in or escape.
I can see that the Neogi god's on the ceiling and that there's Tanarux down there. To target past the Neogi is like 75 feet. Let's fight insects with insects.
What?
I don't know. I'm looking at what is like a ranged spell that could reach them. So this is a concentration spell. I'm gonna cast Insect Plague. Swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter sphere centered on a point I choose in range. It spreads around corners. It remains for the duration. The area is lightly obscured. The sphere's area is considered difficult terrain. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a con saving throw. Creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half on a success. Creature must also make a saving throw when they enter for the first time or end their turn there. So I was thinking, because it's 300 feet, unknowingly, like where this invisible wall of force is, I am just trying to save the guards. Yeah, it will not hit Tanarak number 1, but that's because I'm seeing the guards. It'll hit 2 Tanaraks and God running away. So con saves from the 3 of them.
Tanaraks, adjusted 20 and a 22.
Okay,
K
sure, saves.
K gets a 22 as well.
They all save. Okay, so half though. That is 22 piercing damage, so 11 piercing damage to all those 3. And it is difficult terrain for them. They make the saving throw when they enter or end their turn there. And that is turn number 4 of my resistance potion. Been a very exciting 24 seconds.
Okay, excellent. Samuel is next. Kind of with the help of Braun leaning on him a bit, he gets to his feet. There's something drastically wrong. I could barely move in this. He kind of like staggers forward, obviously no longer in the air. He's gonna choose...
Take it off. Shake it off, baby, for me.
He's gonna choose not to act. Thuftmar, however, is just gonna try to pop off a Chaos Bolt at K.
Ha! Get it? A chaos bolt.
Oh.
Adjusted 20, so it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's going to do 11 psychic damage. But that's going to take a roll on the old wild magic. He got 100. He regains all expended sorcery points, which unfortunately he didn't have any expended.
Oh, no.
A little too bad, but all right. That's stuff tomorrow. Tanarux. So it's when they end their turn, right? They're going to make the save again.
Yeah, if they end their turn or enter on their turn.
The 2 that were affected just kind of charge their way out.
They don't like the bugs?
They don't like the bugs. Tanarux 3, though, is going to take 2 swipes at Mia's guard 1. Yeah, only a 14 hit, which is going to be a miss, and a 25.
25 hits.
9 piercing.
Guard number 1 is looking bloodied, about half.
2 more swipes on guard number 1. An adjusted 20 and a 17.
20 hits.
Max damage of 12 piercing.
Yikes.
Roll.
Falls guard number 2 is going to take 2 swipes himself. 26, 21.
Oh boy.
Ooh, a total of 27 piercing.
Oh, he falls to the ground.
Falzer, your guard number 1, though, is not taking too much damage in this fight. But your guard number 3 is not looking great. So one last Tanaruk to make his attacks. Only an 11 and a 12.
Swing and a miss.
Both misses. Okay, Mia, your personal guard here.
I am surrounded, like 3 different melee ranges of these Tanaruks with guard number 1. The hallway here. So Tanarak number 3 and number 2 are blocking me from being able to retreat at all away from these insects and all this crap going on in the tunnel. So I will take a swing at number 3 and then a swing at number 2. 13, so it probably misses. And then 14.
That is just a hit. That's what you needed.
Okay. And I almost rolled a 1, I thought. No. 11 bludgeoning to Tanarak number 2. I'm just gonna stay put. Just keep swinging. The 2 guards that I am controlling are over by Samuel and Braun, knowing that the Neogi left. So they're now like approaching the opening of this tunnel. They see the Tanaruks surrounding guard number 1, and they will each attack from a distance with their gauntlets. So, guard number 3 is going to target Tanarak number 3 with 2 different necrotic. A crit! These cards I keep critting. I got 1 crit. So that's a d12 plus 4, so the crit gets 16 necrotic plus 7 necrotic.
And that crit just obliterates Tanarak number 3. You see, like, begins to, like, wither and shrivel under the necrotic energy.
Guard number 2's turn. Fires off 2 left-handed necrotic hits. It'd be 15 and 21.
Both hit.
A 5 and a 10, so 15 necrotic to the other Tanarak number 2. 3 to 3 and 2 to 2.
All right, 2 is looking awful. Only 2 Tanaruks left. Both of them are on their last leg here. Falzern, what do you have left for personal guard?
Like you said, the one is looking still pretty healthy. The other, not so much. He's almost dead. And unfortunately, the one that's almost dead is the one that's right in the thick of it. So, I think out of self-preservation, I mean, this guard that's already disengaged once and retreated a bit is now surrounded by 2 Tanaruk and Kakaka. So, he's going to disengage again and retreat back where he's safer. So, back into the cave. So, he's a little bit safer out of combat now, and the guard that's still feeling pretty good is going to blast at the closest Tanarak, which is only about 10 feet away. He's going to blast with a necrotic gauntlet, seeing that this seems to be the best type of damage that he can do. 24 to hit. Ooh, that's not good. 10 necrotic damage.
That is enough.
And he is going to target with his next attack the 1 remaining Tanarak. 25 to hit.
The cheese stands alone. Almost.
So again, with necrotic damage, 10 necrotic damage.
Okay, that one's still up. Just barely, though. Well done. Okay, that's all of them, right?
Yes, yeah, I only have 2 remaining.
Kakalach continues skittering through this insect plague.
Which is difficult terrain.
And in the difficult terrain, he can kind of only just barely get up to this wall that blocks him as he bumps into it. And he kind of drops to the floor, righting himself. And he like turns back to both Falzarin and Mia as he addresses you. Falzarin, you owe me a debt. You're back here? And as he motions to Thuftamar, clearly your friend I pulled from the wall. Allow me to live, and it will be repaid.
Well, I'm sorry, Krakelka, but that is a deal I cannot agree to. I'm aware of your intents, and Aspara is not going to be your new home.
If I can't have this world, then I will destroy it. He again reaches for the webbing strand, and like his little claw passes like into it for a few seconds before pulling it out. He's ending his turn in this insect plague. So Constitution saving throw was a 24.
So he passes. Half of 25. So like 12 damage. Piercing. Whatever sound effect you add in there.
Samuel, struggling to his feet.
Poor guy.
Mia, can you finish the god?
I'm trying.
He's going to raise
Don't worry about us.
his gauntlets to blast again. It seems like it takes like immense effort to raise his hands. Critical fail. And
Seriously?
a 26 though for the other hand.
Frick. Frickin' Samuel.
So the 26,
Ruh-roh.
he still is going to hit for 17 force damage.
I mean, but the fail, I'm right next to him. How dare he?
The fail does just kind of go wide. Yeah, it's not going to hit anybody. But again, it's just like a waste of him using this energy. You see, like,
Yeah.
it's almost as if like the gauntlet like short circuits and it is even more detrimental to him using it than a hit normally would have been.
Save your strength, Samuel.
One remaining Tanaruk. One last guy swinging in on Mia's guard number 1.
That is my most hurt guard.
13 and only a 16.
Misses.
Well, your guards are up.
They miss. I duck. I dodge. Give them the 1-2. Some melee range smacks with these gauntlets here. Oof. Oof. I think the highest was 13. So yeah. Misses?
Those are going to be misses.
So we just are swinging and missing.
Everyone's just
at
so
each other.
tired.
So that's guard number 1 in the hallway there. Guard number 3 and 2 as well. They're gonna just kind of reposition themselves to the mouth of this tunnel opening, move like 10, 15 feet up, and fling some more necrotic damage. So guard number 3, two lashes out from the left gauntlet. Oof, a 3 and a 2 on the dice. I don't think that's gonna cut it. Guard number 2, a 20 and a 15 at the god K.
Okay, 20 will hit.
That is 8 necrotic damage to
Kakala is looking awful. You see, like, there's sections of his like appendages that are just like bone thin of the amount of added flesh and parts that have just been blasted off throughout this fight. Is that all you got?
That's all my guards got.
Yeah. All right, Falzy, your guards or your remaining guards.
So the guard that had retreated into the cavern, feeling a bit safer now, surrounded by some allies, is going to move a bit more back so that he can see into the tunnel, and he's going to activate his necrotic gauntlet and fire at the Tanaruk that he can see, the one remaining Tanaruk. 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits the Tanaruk.
13 necrotic damage.
And that is more than enough to finish the last Tanaruk.
Get him! Oh yeah, perfectly. Just reaches.
Okay, so he can kind of see down this tunnel. Just close enough is K. He's going to use his one remaining attack to fire a necrotic bolt at K as well. And I'm quite sure that's going to be a miss. 10.
That is unfortunately a miss.
All right. And the other guard that is still just a little ways into the tunnel is going to turn around and also blast at K with necrotic damage. 16 to hit.
No, that's a miss.
And he will wind up and fire one more time. 17 to hit.
That is exactly what you needed.
And 9 points of necrotic damage.
Excellent. Just picking away at this trapped Neogi god now. You have a completely cornered covered in swarming insects.
I'm just scared he's gonna inhabit someone's body again once we kill him. Frick.
Well, we don't know what he's doing with this web network either.
I know.
That's concerning.
He might have already transferred his consciousness.
It is Kay's turn.
If it is Kay that we're even fighting anymore.
He kind of likes what you did there, Mia, and will cast his own insect plague.
No.
Rather than locusts, however, it's swarms of spiders that crawl and coat and cover every... I mean, he's able to, with that radius, he's able to hit everybody except one of Mia's guards. So you can all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, no.
10 for Falzarin, so that's a fail, I would assume.
Yeah.
Mia got a 6. 2 guards got 23. Guard number 3 got 16, if that's enough.
16 is a fail.
Okay, so Mia and guard number 3 fail.
The healthy guard got a 23. The almost dead guard got a 12.
23 passes, so the DC is 18. Oh, Thuftamar rolling with a crit gets a total of 23 for his save. Okay. So, those that failed are going to take a total of 30 piercing damage.
Ouch.
15 for those that saved.
Well, 15 for Mia because the potion, but...
Right. Yeah, that's great. Oh, Samuel only rolls a 17.
Guard 3's looking bloodied.
Samuel is KO'd. 30 knocks him out.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Samuel just collapses, unmoving. And it's like almost immediately the armor begins to pulse. A blue, like dim blue light just over and over, rhythmically, steadily.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have used the effect of the potion of advantage.
If you want to use it, then go for it.
Okay.
What's your second roll?
So Falzarin, activating the ability that the potion of advantage has given him, is sensing that he needs everything he can for this spell. Unfortunately,
that look.
his best roll was a 12.
Okay, so you will take the full 30 piercing. I'm assuming that's going to kill your personal guard number 3 for sure, right?
Yes.
It does look like Thuftamar came back with a bit of vigor after re-inhabiting Thuft's body. So he survived because he survived that initial swarm. Falzarin, though, you are next in initiative.
And is Falzarin aware of how the spell works as far as like starting your turn, ending your turn, that sort of thing?
Yeah. But also, Falzarin, though, could you and Mia both make me Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration on your spells?
11.
12.
So Mia, because you took half damage, the DC is 10 because it's half the damage you took or 10, whatever's higher. So Mia's is fine. Falzarin, however, took full damage, which your DC is 15. So you lose concentration on the wall of force. And like you all see behind Kay, the insect swarm is like, pressed up against the wall of force as well, right? Can't quite extend to the full radius. As soon as it's gone, like the swarm just spreads out to its full effect.
So for my knowledge of what Falzarin would know, is it starting your turn, ending your turn?
You don't want to stay in it. You want to get out of it.
Okay, so Falzarin is going to do his best to get out of this cloud of insects. He's going to move further into the cavern, sort of adjacent to Samuel. Still has a pretty straight line of sight down the tunnel, though. Falzarin points, and you see this sort of just like a grayish-white pulsating sphere just start to slowly form and expand out and then collapse on itself just beside Kay. And so he's cast Gravity Sinkhole. Kay will have to make a dexterity saving throw.
13.
Okay, that is a fail.
Check your dice. Check them twice.
Yeah, I won't make this mistake again, let me tell you.
Izzy could be dead. Shakara could be here. Not in a coven. It's all your fault.
Are we just spiraling here now?
No pressure. No pressure. You gonna kill Steel again? What's happening?
That's what Falzy does best. Kay takes 35 force damage and is pulled back towards the point where the gravity sinkhole was, so about 10 feet toward us.
Okay, still in the insect plague, and he's severely, severely wounded. That was a very, very good hit. And you've already moved, so Braun is next. He's also going to get out of this. Well, you know what? Kay needs to make a con save to maintain his insect plague. But she gets an 8, so completely dispelled.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
No more worries about which way we go now.
So Braun then doesn't need to worry about like dragging Samuel anymore. He's actually just going to run to Samuel, kind of kneels down to check on him. Mia, he's still breathing. He's already stable. I didn't even do anything.
What?
Braun's gonna try to heal him.
Yeah, I was thinking about that for Mia as well. It's like, we don't know what's going on, though.
It's gonna try to cure wounds at a 2nd level here. Oh boy, and he rolls 2 1s.
Well, Mia was gonna cure wounds at 3rd level.
Whoa, okay, big sister. So that's only 6 healing. As he applies it, though, and the armor is pulsing, it's like the 2 magics butt up against each other. Like there's it doesn't do anything for Samuel. Like Samuel doesn't wake up. He's still very shallow breaths and motionless.
Is it like when you hold magnets together that are like the same pole?
Right, they're like, you want to push them together, but they're repelling each other. Absolutely. It's like this blue pulse and then like this like radiant energy, right, just kind of repulsed against each other. But Mia, you are next.
I see this sort of like not helping, and I'm just like, stay with Samuel. We can do this. Mia is basically going to be 10 feet behind the guards I've been controlling. So there's 3 guards sort of like in the mouth of the tunnel. 4 in total, as guard number 1 that I was controlling is in the tunnel. Kay in the insect swarm. Mia just like ready to give it everything she's got. Is going to...
You owe me as well, Mia Brightwood. You wish this world to remain intact, then I will be allowed to leave.
You already said you'd rather destroy it. You say anything back?
Now you see like a weird grin on his like eel face.
You know, even if it does something bad to me, I'm calling lightning at a 3rd level over him. The hall's big enough.
Well, the hall is not big enough.
Oh, because the cloud's radius. Okay. The storm cloud is 10 feet tall cylinder, 60-foot radius, and it fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear, like a room that couldn't accommodate the cloud, it says. So if it's not big enough width-wise, I understand.
The radius is the problem. Now, the radius certainly would fit in like the main chamber. There's enough room in the main chamber, but in the actual tunnel itself,
I can cast shatter around the guards. And casting it at a 3rd level, it gets upcast to 4th because of my ring.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have this like eruption of noise down the cave where it's just potentially gonna even like try to trap him in here and even more and just like try to finish this. And he does a Constitution save, DC 17.
Ooh, 11.
So that is a fail. I rolled 3 out of 5 D8s once.
Oh, no. Boy.
12 thunder damage.
Oh. The boom ricochets in this chamber, and Kay it's like physically like pushed under like against the force of the spell, and his wobbly spider legs are able to upright him, so he stays on them and he kind of stands back up, still barely clinging to life.
Is there any world where I can bonus action throw my hammer? It's like,
I'm afraid not.
this sucks. Okay.
Samuel is out for the count. Thuftamar. He's gonna he's gonna chaos bolt again. Right at K. Oh, that is that's only a 13 to hit though. His bolt goes wide. I believe that's still a roll on the surge table though.
You never know what to expect with this thing.
A 4.
Highs and lows.
For the next minute, Thuftamar can see invisible creatures. If he has line of sight of them. So not too useful.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Mia, your paladins are next. Tenarchs are gone.
Okay.
Your guard's gonna do it here?
My most injured guard, number 1. They're about 10 feet away, so they're going to move up, try to attack, and then kind of move back. Is that allowed, or would it be opportunity attack to do that?
Well, actually, that guard is already within Kakala's 10-foot reach. So even if they moved anywhere, they would get an opportunity attack.
You know what, then? They're going to range attack with this necrotic arm. These fake gauntlets are doing alright so far. Better than the real thing, eh? 2 blasts from the left gauntlet.
Shade
Thrown, a crit, and a 14. So that's these guards like to hit. Oh man, so that's like a 21 and a crit. And I rolled another 12, 16, 16, 32 necrotic. That's only the first hit. Does that do it?
The first raid does it as it like barrels through Kakala's chest, and
yes,
the brown goo.
I need to name this guard.
Leaking this brown goo as all of the congealed parts separate and just collapse in a pile of decayed and rotted flesh coated in this viscous, gooey, brown substance. And the Neogi god has been vanquished.
The Neogi god body.
Sure.
Is all we can say with certainty. Wow. Okay, so this guard is now named...
Falzarin is pissed right now that this guard stole his kill.
K-Killer. This guard is gonna go by the name K-Killer. That's their nickname. Killer K.
Oh
K-Killer?
my goodness.
Wow.
Falzarin kind of looks around. Is it gone? Is it gone? Is everyone okay? What? He runs over to Samuel.
Yeah, Mia runs over as well.
Don't worry, Falzarin. I'm okay.
No one cares about you, Almar.
Well, that's not true, Mia.
Samuel, and I'm like shaking him.
He's unresponsive to any like physical contact, and again, you saw how the healing spell went. He seems it's like he's comatose. And again, the armor continues to just pulse, a steady like blue pulse.
Should we take the armor off him?
I suppose we could try. I don't know if
Here. And I start trying to lift him so that we could unbuckle and yeah, let's try to take it off and see what happens.
You are unable to remove any of the pieces. It's as if it is a solid piece.
Can't. Oh.
There must be some sort of magic that holds it on. I wonder if Ventrier would know any more. We need to get out of here. Let's at least go back to the entrance to that massive cave and see what it looks like on the outside. Hopefully the paladins have continued to maintain the upper hand.
Bron, help me. And I direct my brother to dump out this cart of dead bodies, and we'll steal an empty cart after emptying it.
Okay, I like it.
And put Samuel in the cart.
Great. Yeah, and obviously his personal guard was like huddled around him with all of you, right? And they're gonna help Ron empty the cart. You know, maybe clean it out as much as they can as far as the bits of
gross,
flesh.
but...
It's disgusting. And they'll load up Samuel, and one of them will kind of grab, the handles, and will, you can make it back to the portal.
As Falzarin is passing Kay's body, he kind of looks down, stops for a moment to survey it closely, looking for any signs of life, sort of is mostly disgusted, but also just reluctant to believe that this is the last of this powerful being that had taken over his body. He gives a little bit of a kick on one of the spider legs to see if there's any movement.
There seems to be no movement. It is a pile of flesh now.
Okay. He walks over to the this web rope and sort of just looks at it for where Kay's little hand had went into it. Looks back at the body and continues on.
Psst. Hey, are you still listening? You want to keep up with the Incorrigibles? Our website, incorrigibleparty.com, has all of our links. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Instagram. Sometimes we're Twitchers, too. You want to support our show? We have a Patreon where you can get exclusive content, early access to episodes, and more. Thanks for your support and helping our show grow. We want to thank Tabletop Audio for ambient sounds and music. We want to thank James Merce Music for our intro song. And our sponsor, Critical Hit Design. Visit criticalhitdesign.com. Happy adventuring!
This has been a Sounds of Steel production.